building. Let me make sure I got my. Hold on, y'all. Let me get my mic and my lights right. I want to make sure we're good to go before we get to going. How y'all doing? How y'all feeling? How y'all feeling? Welcome back to another episode of Truth Be Told. I am your host, Hustle Simmons, aka Young Hirsch, aka Hunter Hirsch, aka your baby mama's favorite. Give us a round of applause. We back in the building, man. Episode 19. Hey, we did take a couple weeks off, man. We had some business, some family stuff to take care of, but we are back in the building, man. Better than ever. How are y'all feeling? Before we get this episode started, let's give a big shout out to our sponsors. Give a big shout out to the team, man, for sure, for sure. Nationwide Sound Radio and Ticketmasters, man. These are our official sponsors. So anything, everything that we do, you can salute to them, man, because they paved the way. They make it possible, man. They don't want to give us the sponsor dollars and whatnot. You feel what I'm saying? If you on TikTok, man, make sure y'all hit hit them hearts, man. Hit that like button for your boy. If you on Facebook, Instagram, any of that, same thing, man. Like, share, comment, subscribe, follow the pages, the whole thing, man. So every time we go live, y'all know the vibes. You dig? Um, it wouldn't be right. It wouldn't be right if we ain't start this episode off by giving condolences, paying respect to my boy, man, Malcolm Jamal, man. Malcolm Jamal Warner, man. Some of y'all might know him as Theo from The Cosby Show. And if you were 80s baby like me, if you was a sitcom child like me, especially if you was a project baby. Because, see, people don't be understanding when you a project baby, when you a hood baby, when you grew up, you know what I mean, in certain conditions, in certain situations, people don't be knowing, bro. A lot of times we used to live vicariously through these shows. Like, people don't know that a lot of times we used to really escape our reality through certain TV shows, through certain movies, through certain things. You know what I mean? Like, and it's not too different than what the youngsters doing nowadays. Like, nowadays they do it with a negative undertone. I mean, they living out through the music. You know what I mean? They living it out through the more violent vicarious living. But back then as a jit, bro, for sure, if you grew up in certain conditions, for sure the Cosby Show. What up, Bird? The Cosby Show used to be the epitome of what you would want your life to be. And they only had one son, my boy, and it was Theo. Yeah, that was a hard one though. I ain't gonna even lie to you. Like, um, I don't know no black kid around my age from my hood, my environment, the trenches and whatever you want to call it, that did not either want to be Theo or wish Theo was your big brother. I remember the episode of Cosby when he got his ears pierced and Dr. Huxtable was trying to, he had knew he had his ears pierced and Theo was trying to hide like he had got his ears pierced, bro. That's one of my favorite episodes, bro. That made me want to go get my ears pierced. Now, granted, I couldn't go get my ears pierced maybe like 5 years later, but for sure, Theo, Michael Jamal, keep calling him Theo. Michael Jamal one was definitely, excuse me, very implemental in my childhood personally. Let me know in the chat though, like how y'all feel about it. Was he as influential in y'all childhood? And if so, like what parts? Because if you knew, like, Cuz used to be in music videos, Cuz used to be in the commercials, like he was like that dude. Like he was for real. I can't even lie. Like he was the guy. I know Biola though. Shout out to Biola in the chat. If you need a house, y'all make sure y'all follow Broker Marion. She get your house. Bad credit, good credit, all that. Happy birthday to my sis Creature too. I'm gonna go when I leave here, I'm going to straight to where you post them pictures at too. Cause wherever you posted them at, I'm going straight there, you know what I'm saying? After this, I gotta check them pictures out. My sis turned 47 today. Salute to her. You dig what I'm saying? My homegirl Cretia, 47 in the building. Give her a round of applause, people. Yeah, she the big 47, you heard? But yeah, man. Michael Jamal Warner, man, passed away, man, due to tragic drowning experience. He drowned. He drowned. I said not experience. He drowned while on vacation with his family off the coast of Costa Rica, which is crazy. How do you top off your vacation like that? How do you shout out my boy Tony in the building too, man. Yeah. Hey Tony, I just told the people, man, give our home girl a happy birthday. She turned 47 today. Round of applause for her. But yeah, that rip current. Was that what it was? Cause I know it was some kind of. You said the rip current wasn't too bad. Them folks swam out there and got them. So what was it then? You know what I'm saying? Like what was it? Yeah, 47. Yeah, that's 47 is insane and it's a blessing. I'm just glad that God gave her the 47th year of her life. You know what I mean? He was a bad swimmer. Oh man, is that true or you just? Cause you can't be having me read these chats, bro, and you just talking crazy, bro. But nah, is that? But y'all, somebody verify that, cause I don't know if is he trolling me or he for real? Because when I go to the beach, and when me and my family out there, I don't let my kids go too far out in that water, bro. Like I don't let for real, like I let my kids go shin height. Anything over the shin height, you need to bring it back. You need to come and back that up. Man, that water too high, won't you back that ass up? Cause I'm not gonna lie, like I can swim, and see, people don't understand. It's levels. Oh, he went past. Oh yeah, okay, yeah. My man Tony said he went past the buoy. All right, so if you're familiar with the beach, going past the buoy is insane. And I'm not even talking about Michael Jamal because I'm nothing but respect. You know what I'm saying? And it's too soon to be, you know what I mean, for me. So nothing but respect to him. But if you're familiar with the beach, going past the buoy is crazy. And people don't understand that it's levels to swimming too now. Like people think just because you can swim in the pool, swimming in the pool and swimming in the ocean are two different things for multiple reasons. Multiple reasons why swimming in the pool and the ocean are two different things. Now, I've never tried to swim in the ocean, honestly. I don't. I split splash with the kids. I've always had, honestly, I haven't been to the beach, but maybe so many times. And every time I've been to the beach, I've had a traumatic experience. You don't believe me? Watch this. First time I went to the beach, Pensacola with my granddad. We were probably I don't even know. As a kid, your depth perception be off. But if you was to ask me, I would say we were maybe a mile, maybe a mile from a pier. They, the people be standing, taking pictures, fishing. Somehow, I don't even know what dude was trying to catch, but somehow, fisherman casts his reel. It floats or whatever he doing his thing. Somehow the hook get caught in my foot. True story. No bat. Hook get caught in my foot. I guess he thought he had a big one. Pause. This man started reeling in the line. I go underwater. No cap. Shout out to my brother Dre in the chat. No lie, bruh. I had to be every bit of maybe 4 or 5. And if you know me in real life, I ain't the tallest. You know what I mean? So I was a little kid. Dude start reeling in the reel. I go underwater. Granddad catch me. pocket knife. I don't even know why you got a pocket knife on the beach. Don't know. Maybe it was God plan for me to be here today to share this story. Granddad, we about the pocket knife. Boom, hit the line, hook. That's only half the battle. Hook still in my foot, people. In the ocean, in the ocean, in salt water. I swear I'm not lying. I know it sounds crazy. That's my first time going to the beach. Dude thought he caught a merman. I don't know what. I don't know. And I'm not lying to y'all. I still got the scar on my feet to prove it, but I'm not finna show like right now. That'd be crazy. That's my first time at the beach. Second time at the beach, I go. I'm standing. I'm still on the sand, but I'm right where what is it? The waves like crash into, the shore. I'm standing there. Guess my feet weren't planted. Or I don't know. What happened, honestly? Don't make me lie. All I know is the current comes, waves hit the sand gets soft, feet go into the sand, like quicksand, start sinking. So at this point, I ain't stable. Boom. Another wave come behind it, hit me in the back of the legs. Then it broke my knees. Left knee buckles, goes out. Bam. I done tore. What's in your knee? What ligament is in your knee? ACL, MCL, whatever CL it was, gone. This happened like 14, 15. 14, 15. Tell my whole ACL, MCL, whatever that is behind your knee that keep your knee, your shin, your knee, and your thigh bone together, gone. Second time at the beach. Third time at the beach, I'm grown, early 20s. Caught myself sneaking off with my little thing. At the time, I got a girl. This right when, like after MySpace and all that, like it's like 19, 20. This before social media even was, undercovers. PIs, detectives. I go to the beach, sneak off for a day. Take the pitch. We ain't posted right then. I ain't posted at all. She say she ain't gonna post it. I done got back home. Had a great trip. I had an even better lie. My girl was none the wiser. She thought I was in the studio with my brother. I got that off. Clean as a whistle. That lie was more dangerous than a pistol. But what happened? Mad Day rolled around about a week later. Boom. Whole photo shoot at the beach. Now, granted, that wasn't an injury or nothing caused by being at the beach and none of that. But that was a traumatic experience nonetheless. I probably would have took the hook in my foot a second time than that right there. So me and the beach got a love-hate relationship anyway. Anyway, me and my wifey had went to the Bahamas on our cruise. Shout out to the wifey. I ain't even touched the water. Like, I'm not going to even lie. Like, the water was crazy clear. When we got off the boat, you know how you look down inside the boat? The water's so clear, you can see straight through I'm talking about you can see straight to the bottom. See the sand. I didn't even go in the water in the Bahamas. Water's so clear, when you look in it, bro, you can see fish swimming. All the fish that you see in these fish tanks, you can see in the ocean in the Bahamas. I'm not going to lie to you. That was enough for me. Didn't even get in the water. Didn't want to get in the water. Didn't think to get in the water. They offering us life jackets and the little arm floaties. Nope, don't need it. I almost wanted to do the jet ski thing. But then when they told us where you got to go, like where you have to be to jet ski, like you can't be close to the sand and the people, for one, for clearly for safety reasons. When they pointed how far and showed me the color, because it's different color, like little buoys that they show you, like, you got to be back there where the blue and green buoys at. Never would I be that far in the ocean. Because like I say, I'm Michael Phelps in a swimming pool. in a swimming pool. Oh, I'm Olympic. Listen to me, chat. I am an Olympic swimmer in a pool. Oh, I'm on top of the water. I'm under the water. I could do the frog. I could do the gold medalist. I can backstroke. I could do the dolphin joint. I could do the largemouth bass. Whatever swimming style in the pool you can throw out, I can do. The ocean is different, people. And I don't know whether my brother was having such a good time that he did not maybe realize that the current had taken. That's another thing about that current. When you in that ocean, that's another thing. There is no current in the pool. I don't know how my brother Malcolm Jamal, Theo, I'm gonna call him Theo because a lot of people don't know him by his real name. I don't know how my brother got that far out in the ocean. Because my boy Tony said it was a rip current, and maybe, just maybe that current took him a little further out than he expected. Maybe that current kind of pushed him like a jetpack further than he knew he was or wanted to be or was trying to go. Because that would make sense to where it's like, damn, it done pushed you out further. Now you've realized how far you out. Now you trying to swim back. And unless you built like a salmon, you can't swim against that stream, brother. Unless you built half man, half fish, you can't fight against that stream, brother. That current is serious. Them ties and rip ties and under ties and aggressive dog. Hey, man, listen. That's why you can't be too cool, too. And once again, I'm not talking about his particular situation. But you can't be too cool either, man. Put them life rafts on. Put them arm floaties on. Listen, I'm going to, next time you see me at the beach, I'm having a little rubber ducky float around my waist. Arm floats, put one around my neck. You got to do what you got to do to survive out here. Especially when you're doing certain stuff like, I'm not going to even lie to you. Certain sports and activities I don't even think reserved for black people. Now, I'm not saying swimming in the ocean not. I'm not saying enjoying your life is a bad thing. But I'm saying swimming in the pool and swimming in the ocean are two totally different things. You got trained professional surfers that have drowned. You got military people that done drown. You got fishermen that done drown. You got, man, listen, man. Listen what I'm trying to tell y'all. Anything can happen to anybody. The best thing you need to do, could do, should do is to be prepared. It's okay. I can talk. It's a stream. It's real life. It happens. Shout out to my girl and my kids in the back. My girl shushing the kids, but they used to be doing pre-records. So when we live streaming, it is what it is. Ozzy Osbourne died. Hold up, is this a news flash? Hold, let me check that. Is this breaking news? Ozzy Osbourne, he died. Nick, is that a fact? Wow. Breaking news. Ozzy Osbourne died at 76. When he 31, yeah. Oh man. All right. Oh, dang. Appreciate that, Nick. Appreciate that. Yeah, man. That's crazy. Well, hold on. So we gonna wrap up the Michael Jamal one before we even get into Ozzy though. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, man, condolences to Michael Jamal Warner family. Hey, if you're gonna be out there, man, be careful. Please wear the protective gear and things needed. You know what I'm saying? Know your limits. And hey, enjoy your life, but be careful. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to his family. You did what I'm saying? Shout out to Nick Dan, man, who just hit us with the breaking news that Ozzy Osbourne has died at the age of 76. For those who don't know, Ozzy Osbourne was an English singer, songwriter, media personality who first became famous in the 1970s, man. The lead singer of Black Sabbath. And see, I'm a music connoisseur, so I know that kind of stuff. But some of y'all might not know. He might be famous if the Osbournes had a TV show on MTV. His wife became, superstar, super famous around the latter part of his career, but they were still touring like not too long. Like they still was touring. A lot of y'all don't know him you got to be living up under a rock. I ain't gonna lie. If you don't know who Ozzy Osbourne is, Ozzy Osbourne he was one of them dudes, man. Hey, poo. Ozzy Osbourne was one of them dudes that just was like a cultural icon musically. I don't even want to just say rock and roll wise for sure. He was most famous though for biting the head off of bats on stage. Did that ring a bell now? Ozzy Osbourne has passed away, man, today. Man, this is breaking news. I don't even think we ever had a breaking news story. So I love Nick Dan for that, man. I appreciate that. I hate that it's that, but for sure, like, to break the news on the show is crazy. Shout out to Christina, man. Yeah, man, but dang. Now, see, Ozzy Osbourne was also a controversial character, too, because certain religious groups used to boycott, try to ban my man. They used to try to say, it was a devil worship and so forth and so on and all that. That, I can't speak to that because I don't really know about that part. But I do know, hold on, let me see when his last show. I do know the man used to have a crazy show. His last show was, let me see. What was his last show? Dang. That's what I'm saying. Ozzy Osbourne, they say his last show was July 5th, chat. July 5th? That means this man, 2025, this man was still performing. This man was still doing shows at 76 years old. Like, you know how we did the pool and the ocean comparison? Let's do the hip hop versus any other genre comparison. Because every other group still be out here performing like Ozzy until they RIP. Ozzy Osbourne was 76 years old, chat, and still doing shows, man. His family has confirmed that he is no longer with us. Let me see if I can get y'all some more detail. Okay, this also was his first show in 3 years after following a period of having bad health, a lot of health conditions. But he was back with the gang. He was back with his guys. Hey, Arby, how you doing, baby? Yeah, Frankie Beverly. Now, Frankie Beverly, I ain't gonna lie. Frankie Beverly, now, really, really, though, can we keep it real about that, though? We're going to speak on it, but we're going to keep it real. Frankie Beverly, Smokey Robinson, and what's the dude that, the Mr. Big guy? What's his name? What's Mr. This is Mr. Big. What's that? Ron Isley. Now, I do think that we should celebrate, support, and patronize our artists as long as we can, as long as they can perform. But it come a time. It comes a time when where we gonna have to say, okay, shout out to my niece, man. She said 2 more days to her birthday, chat. Hey, if y'all in here, man, hit the like button for my niece. Her birthday in 2 days. You know what I mean? But it come a time when we gotta say, hey man, it might be over. I saw a video, and I'm gonna pull up. I gotta go research to see what Ozzy Osbourne's show looked like, cause I know he's still 176 years old, biting the heads off of bats. Cause that was his thing. Like every show, like I wonder where was he getting these bats from? Like, did you just have like a bat caregiver with you on the road? Did you just have a certain amount? Like, if you had 76 tour dates, did you have 76 bats? Were you buying the bats when you got there? I don't know. But this man would literally pull out a bat, grab it by the wings, bite the head off the bat. Now, if you know anything about animals, bats are like rats with wings. Bats are the pig of like bats ain't even, are bats birds, chat? Because I don't even know, is a bat a bird? Because it's like, you take the wings off of it, it's like a little rat. But it can fly. But I know it's a disgusting animal. And this man used to bite the heads off of these joints mid-concert, man. Y'all don't believe me? I put up a image of this. Can't put the video. You know, them Peter folks will get me. He did it for 50-some years, but they'll get me. So I can't put the video, but I'll show you what it looked like after he did that. I don't think he was still biting the heads off bats, Chad, but I do think that he still had he got to, because the kind of music he did, you couldn't even be up there. Like how Smokey Robinson was. Smokey Robinson looked like he was walking in slow motion. He was walking so slow, across that stage, cruising. Talking about he was cruising. Man, you was sputtering. He was sputtering across the stage, man. Now, it gets to that point, I think that you probably need to lay it down before you go lay it down. You need to sit down before you get sat down. Ron Isley, he on stage like the old man at the barbershop with them pants on, sitting in a chair. He got his moose knuckle all in the camera with them silk pants on. Frankie Beverly hitting the whole front row, all grandpa moose knuckle. And you could tell he had the big keychain in his pocket. Ron Isley lost his mind. He done lost his mind. He's so old, the hair dye ain't even dye his hair black no more. His hair just go a smooth, cool, grayish silver. He ain't even singing. He got the gold mic and everything. He just letting the crowd do. It's karaoke all night with Ron Isley on stage. That's all I'm trying to tell y'all. Ron Isley doing karaoke because he ain't singing a word. But I do think that we need to support our OGs and our vets like other genres support their OGs and vets, because Rolling Stones, Smashing Pumpkins, all these acts are still performing to this day. They perform till they die. That's one thing I gotta say about any other culture or any other genre of music. Them folks perform till they die. But you'll mess around and catch LL Cool J or Grandmaster Flash or Kool Moe Dee. They say they too old. They'll be making memes saying Unc need to sit down somewhere. Why Unc got to sit down somewhere? Because there's somebody somewhere that would love to hear thinking of a master plan. Because there ain't nothing but sweat inside my hands. So somebody would love to hear that this weekend and see it live on stage. Now, I do think we got artists like Beyonce who going to be able to perform until she about 76. And we do got iconic artists like Tina Turner. But give me some more names of who just performed. They was hella old. Patti LaBelle, she's still out there. Gladys Knight still out there. You know, it's who? Chaka Khan. Shout out Chaka Khan, one of the baddest grandmas ever. They still out there. But when it come to hip hop, we don't do that. When it come to hip hop, man, it's like once you hit, the public know you like 40, 45, it's over. Like, I know, like, Jay-Z, why he ain't still on tour? I know he got other businesses going on, so what? You don't think Ozzy Osbourne and them had other investments? Why Jay-Z ain't? Why Nas ain't still out here? It's like they gotta go into like podcasting and investments or something. Shout out to Cam and Mace. Why they ain't on tour right now? Because it's like we don't collect, like, you know, like if you have a shoe collection or a hat collection, we don't collect our artists. We don't collect and appreciate the people who, you know what I'm saying, that was one. It's like we be so quick to write people off, like they fell off, or, you know, one bad album or one bad single run and you done fell off, you washed up, and we just write you off and we looking to replace you. We won't even give them a chance to bounce back. We won't even give our artists time for the media to say they fell off, or for the people to think it, or for the critics to say it. We will criticize our artists so fast and get them up out of here, bro. And it'd be crazy because at the end of the day, that's why the young up and comings ain't got nobody to mentor them, nobody to guide them, nobody to give them advice. Cause y'all be done wrote them all off. They turn 40, it's over. Why Lil Kim and Foxy and all them ain't? I'm telling you, think about it. The greats or the ones that was the greats, like the legend are, like our legends, man, where they at? I'm gonna tell you where they at. They on YouTube, they podcasting. They doing interviews, talking about their glory days. Man, you still in that. And if y'all don't believe me, just look at any other genre of music. Right now, NSYNC could come back and do a reunion tour and be on the road for 5 years, bro. Backstreet Boys could come back right now. New Kids on the Block could come back right now. Bet you, New Edition, but that's like, New Edition to do it, but they can't get long enough. But I tell you, what's so for real at? We want to hit Candy Rain. Because I finally got the answer. Do I ever dream of candy-coated raindrops? Yes, I have. I done dreamed about candy-coated raindrops, but they ain't even asking the question no more. It's over for them. We gotta treat our artists better, man. We gotta treat ourselves better. We gotta treat our culture better. We got to cherish our culture and our artists and our music and our art forms more. Because if we don't, who will? This is like I tell my kids, like, when your company and your cousin don't come over here, man, they gonna do what you do. So if you don't appreciate it, how they supposed to appreciate it? If you know I don't allow no running through my house, but they see you coming through the hallway going 15 miles an hour, they trying to go 16 miles an hour. That's just how the game works. So if they see us tearing down our people, watering down our craft and not appreciating it, hey man, that's what it do. They don't feel the need to. And why should they? Why would they? How could they? Like, for example, I saw everybody on my timeline saying, all my homies, I'm using it, baby. She want my fan while I'm using it. She want me to sweat on camera, y'all. She got up, where's your pink fan? Oh, so she lost hers and Khalil. They probably closed the door. They tell them to bring you the fan out the room. But yeah, my bad, y'all. They you know. Every female on my timeline was talking about going to the Beyonce concert in Atlanta. Everybody had their boots and their Daisy Dukes and their cowgirl hats on. And I will say, it looked like y'all really showed up for your girl B. And at the end of that historic run, 3 days? Three sold out shows? 4? Oh, they added another 4 sold out shows. That get overshadowed by what? They done robbed Beyonce. Now, I don't know who it was. They done robbed Beyonce. And then, let me put this out there, allegedly, because they didn't rob Beyonce. Technically, they robbed her a choreographer. And then they broke into the car, stole the bags and all that. It had some unreleased music, hard drives. It had the whole plan, the whole layout for the show. Like the whole layout for the show was in the car. They stole it. 2 questions. Why he had a bag? And was it an inside job? Because I'm pretty sure he wasn't parking in the front on the side. He wasn't parking in general admission in general parking lot. That had to be an inside job. And then how they knew who called it? Because I'm pretty sure everything in that fleet of vehicles that drove around Beyonce is elite. This is an elite fleet. How they knew? Had to be an inside job, B. You need to check your surroundings, B. Somebody around you ain't living right. Yeah, I seen that Bronx Finest. We just talked about that, man. R.I.P. Ozzy Osbourne. And that's crazy because a lot of the people from my black and brown community was hitting me. Now they sending it to me, which is crazy because it's like, dang, like, I ain't even know Unc had that much because he really was like the white Unc. Let's just start there. I ain't know that he had that much influence on this side. If you want into just all types of genres of music. But it seems like it don't matter what kind of music you into because get what? My bad. Hold on, let me get back. I'm sorry. Yeah. Y'all don't even appreciate Beyonce. Who broke in Beyonce? Who stole? Come on, man. Whoever in Atlanta got Beyonce. Because what you gonna do with it, bro? Y'all broke into Beyonce how you say it? Choreographer car. Stole the laptop. Stole the hard drive. You can't do nothing with the music. Oh, I'm going to tell you what's going to happen. Somebody is going to try to upload that music or post that music or do something with that music. I'm going to tell you what's going to happen. They going to find, boy, listen. That IP address is immediately getting honed in on. And they coming to get you, brother or sister. Now, I do have theories that maybe it could have been one of them fanatic type people. Or maybe it's somebody that's thinking that, you might have ran into some jury or something. And in the word of the Beehive, I'm pretty sure they feel like unreleased, not unmixed and mastered like Beyonce music is probably worth more than money. But you can't do nothing with it. You can't let nobody even hear it. You can't put it on TikTok. You can't put it on your Instagram story. You can't even let nobody hear this music is what I'm trying to tell you. And then I'm pretty sure if you ain't got the right kind of computer and all that, like up all that, man. And then we talk about be here. I wouldn't be surprised if it's the way that once you even cut the hard drive on, they won't be able to find you. And mark my words, this ain't gonna be just no regular degular, oh, they find you, police come. Oh, no. Them goons coming to see you. Them security guards, they gonna come. Listen. They gonna beat the Beetlejuice out of you when they find you. You might as well just get ready. That was a bad lick. Out of all the cars in that parking lot. Now, and I don't condone or promote nobody breaking in nobody's cars or none of that. You know what I'm saying? But out of all them cars that was in that parking lot for them 4 nights, you chose that one. Man, listen, you just did the most unnecessary, irrelevant, worthless lick ever. You had to sell that on the black market. Because you can't do nothing with that music. Now, luckily, Beyonce and her team was not harmed. Luckily, they ain't take no, jury and stuff like that. But the idea that the person that y'all vote, that y'all say is the queen, ain't even safe in the black mecca of America is crazy. You ain't ever heard them breaking the Queen Elizabeth car. You ain't never heard them breaking in to Princess Diana car. But y'all done stole Beyonce whole show set up, the whole laptop, the whole hard drive. It can't do nothing with it. Is insane. Makes no sense. Man, but Atlanta been a tricky place for a minute now. Atlanta been, for real, shout out to all my ATL brothers and sisters, man, but Atlanta been taking L after L after L after L, bro. And not the original Atlanta. Let me say this, because there's a lot of people that you know. Shout out to Khalil. That's gotta be Khalil. He's right there. Shout out to my little boy in the chat, man. See, that's why if y'all knows I've been watching what I say and how I say it. Shout out to Chirac too, man. Cause my kids be on here with me. You know what I'm saying? My nephews and nieces. Shout out to Aubrey, she in the chat. My little niece, her birthday in 2 days. Shout out to my homegirl Christian, her birthday today. She turned 47. A lot of y'all not from Atlanta. They live in Atlanta, and I get it. It's cool. But I've talked to some of my native Atlanta people, and they don't appreciate it. And I think they about to do a petition to get y'all up out of there. My bad, chat. Yeah, I think they done pulled, hold on. Swipe left to close. They done pulled ICE out of California, and I think they finna send ICE to Atlanta. ICE, they waiting on Trump to sign the paper, and last I heard, ICE is headed to Atlanta, and they about to do the same thing in Atlanta they did in California. Yeah, if you ain't from Atlanta, you got to go, man. That's what my people in Atlanta telling me. The ICE is on the way to Atlanta, and y'all got to get out of there. Because I don't even think it's the people in Atlanta messing up Atlanta. I think it's the imports. What they call them? The transplants. For real. Because I remember the good old days in Atlanta. I used to go up there and visit. See, back in the day, this is what we used to do in Atlanta. You go to Atlanta for the weekend. Shout out for the likes, man. Hey, if you in the chat, man, tap the like button till your thumb go numb, man. We trying to get the likes in here, man. Run these likes up for your boy, you know what I'm saying? But back in the day, we used to go to Atlanta and we would come home. You might go for a weekend. At best, you might catch you one of them weekends where, you know, the weekend following a Friday or Monday. So you get you a 3-day weekend. That what Atlanta used to be. Atlanta used to be somewhere just to go and come back home. We didn't even think or have the idea to move there. I'm going to tell you what messed Atlanta up. The rap wave. When everybody wanted to be rappers, that's what messed Atlanta up. Atlanta was fine until the independent rap wave came along and everybody thought, all I need is a studio in my house, whip me some flyers, burn me some CDs, and move to Atlanta. I guarantee you right now, if you go back and scale and do a census, 20 to 25 years ago, Atlanta experienced an influx. I'm going to tell you when. When the T.I. era, the Jeezy era, the mixtape era, I'll say. Let's just say the live mixtape. The mixtape era ruined Atlanta. The mixtape era ruined Atlanta because Atlanta gave off an aura, a vibe that you can do it too. Y'all remember them Geico commercials like So Easy, even the caveman can do it? Shout out to my beautiful kids. Let me see that play. Let me show y'all something. Y'all need to get y'all a wife like I got. Let's start there. Let me show y'all what my kids eating for lunch. Look at this. This is like a who make meat for sandwiches? Oscar Mayer. This is like an Oscar Mayer commercial. Look at this. Look at this healthy balance. Look, she gave him. Look at that lettuce. Is your kids eating lettuce like this on their sandwich? Look at this. Let me show y'all the plate. Look at this. Look at that. This is their lunch, man. Well balanced, man. If your wife ain't doing this is the kids' lunch. Apple slices. She graded it with her own Yeah, y'all can get back. Go ahead. They asked me on camera. They asked me on camera chat. Yeah, y'all can get a bag of my chips. Y'all know y'all got a 40. Y'all got 42 bags right there though. I'm saying, but if y'all want one of them, go ahead. But it's 40. It's 40. It's 42. Shout out to being a father too, man, a parent, because I bought my kid. My kids got 42 bags of chips, and they still want to eat my little 15 bags. Shout out to them though. But look at this sandwich. Look, what are those? Cherries, apples, cherries on the stem. No Usher. Look at that. Romaine lettuce to go on the sandwich. Come on, man. Get you out of there, and that ain't got nothing to do with nothing. But just get you a wife that pickle on the yarn, I mean. I'm just saying, get you a wife like mine, man. Not mine though. Don't try to get mine. Just get you one like mine. You can't get mine. You get mine. Well, I can't say I got. Just get a different one, but just get one like mine. You know what I mean? But yeah, Atlanta was messed up. I guarantee you, if you go back and check the about 20, 25 years ago, man, do a census. Let's research it and tell me if I'm wrong. The mixtape independent music era ruined Atlanta, Georgia. Because everybody thought all I need is a computer, a microphone, and a CD burner, and I too can be T.I. The mixtape era ruined Atlanta. Because everybody thought if I just get a DJ Scream mixtape, a Gangsta Grill mixtape, if I could just perform at a couple adult gentlemen lounges, I too can be Jeezy. If I take some of my trap stories or some of my neighbor trap stories or my cousin trap stories and put it over a hard beat, I too can be Yo Gotti. They didn't really do the math on the whole situation though, and what it really took. And that's that's to be sold, not told. So I won't do that. But I will say, Atlanta has been taking L's for so long, and I think it's because Atlanta is not even inhabited by AT aliens no more. If you an 80s baby, 90s baby like me, you remember the Outkast album, AT Aliens. It ain't even no AT Aliens in Atlanta no more. Everybody you see that's moving and grooving in Atlanta at this point, yo, shout out to the Vicky show, man. Shout out the Yicky show. I'm sorry, that's my partner, man. I think that's my partner, P. I think that's P, man. Y'all make sure y'all go check out his clothing line and all that too, man. What was I? Oh, ain't no AT aliens in Atlanta. It ain't none. You got folks from Detroit, Chicago, Cali, Alabama, Florida. Everybody has migrated to Atlanta. And newsflash, people, newsflash. Recently, I saw a post where they said Atlanta is no longer even the black mecca of America. They not saying it's like Houston. They saying Houston and Dallas is in the race for what's the black mecca. Atlanta to me is over. My girl said I ain't gonna say overrated. Shout out to all my ATL people. It's definitely overpopulated though. If you don't believe me, go up there and just wait to about 4:15. Get on the interstate. See how long it take you to get home. See how long it take you to get home. Atlanta, it ain't the same. Atlanta ain't been the same for a while, and I think Atlanta has become its own worst enemy because between all the L's it takes from the artists passing or getting cases, and even though they had them two victories with the YSL and the YFN trial, A lot. I mean, those were very highly publicized trials and dubs for those people. But y'all got to keep watching the news. Y'all get so caught up on one story or one little tidbit of information, and y'all run with that. But y'all got to keep watching. And I'm gonna tell y'all something else. All Beyonce gotta do is tweet. She's shutting down Atlanta. It's over with for Atlanta. We boycotting Atlanta or whatever she tweet. The Beehive is buzzing. Now, not the same. Now, see, y'all be mistaken these people when they just name their little fan base. I think Beyonce was the first. Correct me if I'm wrong, babe. Was Beyonce? Well, of course, it had to be. It was before there was the Barbs. Was the Beehive, right? Like Beyonce had the Beehive before Nicki had the Barbs, right? Yeah, it had to. Beyonce was out first. Okay. If y'all think y'all scared of the Barbs, and shout out to the Barbs. I ain't want no smoke. I ain't got no beef. I respect y'all. I ain't got. Hey, listen, I don't want no smoke, Barbs. But I go at it with the Barbs any day before I even looked at the Beehive wrong. That Beehive different. I'm not gonna lie to y'all. Oh, we got you a pickle. It's good. Don't bite the paper. Okay, let me see. Let me help you. It's good. Look, she got pickles and everything. All right, get y'all one of them. Not that one, but one like that one. Cause you get that one. But the Beehive, the Barbs. Shout out to both. I'm just telling y'all in Atlanta, if Beyonce say it's over with right now, chat. Beyonce made one tweet. She could shut down anything in Atlanta. She'll shut down the interstate. I-85, 285, I-60, whatever it is, shut down. She had the bars blocked the whole interstate. Ain't nobody going nowhere until that laptop show up, man. Think I'm playing. Beyonce can shut it down. Now, Nicki got range too. But I don't know, because Nicki Danny just lost. Shout out to Mac Wop. Shout out to the Apollo, man. Nicki just lost a little internet beef with my man Mac Wop. Mac Wop said something about the blender, putting her in the blender. And I'm going to tell you what's so funny. He wasn't even saying, like, I don't know how she took it. I don't know what kind of day she was having. But he was saying don't get put in the blender like your man's, because he's TDE. And even though she got her own thing, she is YMCMB, or used to be. He said don't get put in the blender like your man's, talking about what Kendrick did to Drake. A TDE artist or affiliate, what he did to a YMCMB artist affiliate. Nicki has been going as SZA and now Doechii and Punch from TDE for some time. Mac Wop is Schoolboy Q's DJ. Mac Wop is a TDE member, official. He gets checks, 1090s, whatever. He has to pay taxes. The taxes he pay come from the checks he get from TDE. So as any soldier would do, he just stood up for his label mates. Nicki was talking crazy about SZA, discrediting SZA. And allegedly the beef started from Nicki was trying to get SZA to feature on the project. They responded back to Nicki and told Nicki, hey, we gonna get at you, but right now she's in album mode, so she ain't doing no features. Now, as an artist, Nicki should have understood that, because different artists have different processes. I see, look, my girl, I made Homemade Ranch. I can't talk about this girl now. You should understand and respect an artist's process, whatever that may be. Let me get one. Let me try it. You should respect that. But clearly, Nicki is being Nicki and, the queen and so forth and so on. She wasn't trying to hear that. Plant-based what? You made Homemade Ranch? That's crazy, chap. So you made ranch from scratch? That's crazy, Chuck. That's crazy. Hey, maybe something put on my sandwich. Put it on my sandwich. That made me want to eat a chicken tender or something. But man, that was amazing. Nikki in her feelings, cause she feel like she don't care nothing about you being in album mode. So am I. I need a feature. Now, let me ask y'all this. How do y'all feel about sending messages or third party responses? Because me, I never send messages. I never be like, hey, tell your mans or hey, tell such and such nothing that I have genuine interest in or want really done or is of importance. Because the story get flipped a million times. I just experienced that this weekend where one incident yielded 10 different stories. And then what's important to me might not be important to you. And on top of that, I feel like I have a good enough talk game to where even if you on the fence about something, I feel like I can possibly maybe talk you into at least considering it. Maybe, possibly. Nikki ain't even talked to SZA. She talked to the management, and management did what management does. Management gave you a management answer. Hey, you could tell by the response. Hey, man, appreciate it. Hey, she said shout out. She love that. She in album mode right now, and we're going to tap in with you when she's out of album mode. I don't think Nikki should have took that to heart. I also think Nikki is a big enough artist that she could have reached out to SZA herself. Now, I don't know how far back this request goes, but I do know the Drake and Kendrick beef been going on for a minute. And I also know that we ain't seen no TDE or YMCMB artists do nothing in a minute. We ain't even seen Lil Wayne and Kendrick or nobody do nothing. So I would have to think that this has been going on for a while. Shout out to Nick, man. Shout out to Nick Dan for the follow, man. Salute. Nick Dan was the one that broke the story on the chat about Ozzy too. Gotta love that. Gotta love that, man. Salute to you, man. I'm gonna mod you up too, because you got the news that we can use. But I don't know. How do y'all feel about entitlement? Because to me, Nicki's giving entitled. Nicki being upset with SZA not just drop everything, creds in trouble, come quick, because you working on your album. See, especially for Nicki to be an artist who doesn't have the best track record of supporting other female artists, rappers. Okay, baby. She don't have the best track record of being a supportive person. She's not the person that's going, from what I've seen. I think Cardi would be more in the vein of pulling somebody up. Which I don't understand that either, because if you are who you say you are, your success, like me helping turn your shine up doesn't dim mine. I'm already on 10. Nicki passed 10. So Nicki technically, she got a little extra glow to give. No pun intended. So for her to have the reputation that she has in the industry when it comes to supporting other female, and it's only female artists, because if you pay attention to the discography, Nicki done did 1 million features. She gave the boy named Tekashi 6ix9ine 2 features, fresh out of jail, fresh in his snitching allegations, and they both from New York. She gave him 2. That first one, I forgot what the name of it was. Got that whatever that joint was. That was kind of hard though. And I ain't no street guy. I ain't no street ninja and all that. So I don't abide by them rules. I ain't got to follow that code. So I listen to it. What was it called? I forgot what it was called. But it was a dope record. I liked it. That second one, they could have kept that. Not gonna lie. They could have kept that second record though. That second record was trash. It was trash. Put that in a hefty bag, put it on the corner for Thursday trash run. That was garbage. But for her to be so supportive of somebody that the culture in the industry is like shunning, you name me some songs that Nicki did with some female. Now, she will do an Ariana Grande. She'll do a Pink record. She'll do records with artists that are bigger than her that can boost her up. Because if you don't think like Taylor Swift is bigger than Nicki, you done lost your mind. You done lost your mind. Ariana Grande might not be a bigger musical artist, but as far as her brand and what she stands for and her reach, yeah, I give it to Ariana Grande. Those type artists Nicki will mess with. But if you were up and coming like Glorilla, Cardi B, Megan Thee Stallion, any of those type artists, Nicki is not rocking with you, which is even more crazier. Because if you remember, her and Lil' Kim had that little thing when Nicki first came out, because Kim thought that Nicki was kind of not paying homage to her for her at least influence in Nicki's career. Nicki, I think about Nicki. Lil' Kim was the first one with the different color hair. You don't believe me? Go check out that Crush on You video. Lil' Kim had about 6 different colors of hair. Every time the scene in the background, the clothes changed, Kim hair changed. And back then, ain't gonna lie, they used to throw me off, chat. I was like, how she changed? Because I ain't know nothing about no wigs. I'm like, yo, how she changing her hair so fast, yo? You know what I'm saying? Straight up. I really used to be like that. But Lil' Kim was the first one to do that. Lil' Kim was the first one, to my to my recollection, that was openly, publicly, profitably provocative. Not just in lyrics. The pictures. Y'all don't remember the Lil' Kim lollipop picture? That wasn't even a camel toe. That was a whole camel foot. Y'all remember that? Y'all remember when Nicki came right back and did it? So for Nicki to be mad at SZA for not stopping what she doing to help her on her project, because right now, let's keep it real, chat. Who's the bigger artist right now? Like, not past accolades. Right now, today. What is it? July 22nd. Who is the biggest artist or bigger artist right now? Nicki or SZA? Put it in the chat. Who's bigger? Nicki or SZA? I listen. I will step out on a musical connoisseur limb, and I'm willing to, at the sake of sounding biased or I'm willing to say and use my musical journalism expertise to say Doechii is a bigger artist right now than Nicki. That anxiety song that's on everybody's TikTok and everybody's stories and everybody reel, Doechii. SZA and Kendrick on a worldwide tour. SZA just did the Super Bowl. And a lot of times these industry relationships, man, they be industry friends and just that, industry relationships. And I'm not gonna lie to you. I don't know, and I'm not saying this is why SZA or TDE didn't, but if Kendrick just annihilated Drake, Kendrick just took one of your major foundational planks out of your whole team. How you gonna call us and ask us to use one of our biggest stars to like to kind of get your mojo back flowing so you can put the house back up? Nah, that house finna fall, baby. You see, Wayne can't do it. They ain't even get Wayne the Super Bowl. But Nicki flexing on SZA, that to me, that's a sucker move, man. It's entitlement. It's karma. What they say? Watch who you offend going up. Because you got to pass them same people coming back down. And I would like for people to have a good recollection of me when I was up. Because it is undefeated, and what goes up must come down. And when it does, you will hope to have somebody extend an olive branch. But y'all let me know. What do y'all think about the Nicki and SZA beef? I don't even think it's a beef because beef is two-sided. And so we ain't heard SZA or TDE say too much of nothing. I don't even think they even studying it, honestly. But, you know, and like I say, that was really just the backstory. I know it was the longest backstory ever. But it was a backstory to the whole her going and Mac Wop thing. Mac Wop beat the Barbs. And that was just, you see how I put it all together, and that was whoa. Niggas be. Chat be out of pocket sometime, bro. I don't even know what kind of question that was. I asked the Shocker too said, I would assume he's asking this to the ladies, since we talk about Nicki and we talk about Cardi and all them. He said length or girth. I don't even know what. I don't know, ladies. Ask them, answer them. I guess I don't know. You know what I mean? I don't know. That's crazy too. I cut the beard off. He still call me. I cut the beard off, cut the grays out. He still called me Unc. It's diabolical, but salute to him though. You know what I'm saying? But I feel like, yeah, he's a wild guy. Shout out to the Shocker too though, man. If y'all on him, man, y'all make sure on TikTok follow him, man. That boy right there he's a wild one. You dig what I'm saying? But back to what I was saying. I just feel like, man, you gotta watch the people you cross. Watch how you don't. I know what I'm saying. That's why I'm letting you do your thing, because hey man, at least you asking. You know what I mean? But we about to start going live more often, man. Remember we had the movement going with the live, man. Like I said, we took a break from the lives. We about to get it back going. And the Shocker too, you right. And I appreciate you, brother. Need you to, you know what I mean? Unc chat. Feel me? Nephew and Unc chat. You dig what I'm saying? Shout out to Isaiah too, man. Atlanta. Okay, we got a couple more joints and we're gonna get up out of here. Okay, now I got a question for you, the Shocker, real quick. How would you handle your baby mama getting a new boyfriend? Let's say scenario. Let's paint a picture, chat. Let's say you go to pick up or drop your kid off at your BM house, and when you get there, you walk in, and her new dude sitting on the couch. They watching Squid Games, episode 3. What is your reaction? Are you crashing? Are you jealous? You got questions? Like, what's going on? You get to your BM house, and her new dude on the couch. She like, oh, Charles, this is Hirsch, my baby daddy, my child's father. child's father. This is my new man. What are y'all doing, chat? How are we feeling about this? Like, is there even a certain type of is it a right and wrong way to do that introduction? Cause me personally, like I got 3 baby mamas, and I've never really did that formal introduction like that. But hey, this is not anything before like it got to at least be like 8 months. I'm close to a year. I got to make sure it's serious before I do that introduction. I don't even like people being around. Well, back in my single days, when I was dating, I'm married now. But back in them days, I even like people being around my kids like that. Shit, I ain't gonna lie to y'all. I ain't even like them being around the kids. Hey, y'all want the rest of this episode? Make sure y'all tap into YouTube, man. YouTube, The Real Hustle Simmons. This episode will be out tonight, 6 o'clock. We out. Get it. But yeah, I don't even like people around my kids, though. I ain't gonna even lie to y'all. You feel me? Period. I don't like them around the kids. I don't like them. None of that. I don't do that. I don't really be having folks around. None of that. I don't do that. I don't even think you really know. What I will say is, I feel as if I feel like there is a proper way to introduce, but it don't need to be when I'm picking up or dropping off my shorty. I'm not gonna lie, because to me, that's like family time. Even though it's not family, it's you feel what I'm saying? That's too intimate. And then it's like, how am I just meeting, bro? But he done already been around the kids. He in here playing the game, making a big sandwich in the kitchen, looking for the cookies and milk. And I ain't even met bro yet? Nah, not with that at all. I need to, feel me? There is protocol with things like this. I think once you dating and you know y'all official and you like them and they gonna be around, do a little bit more vetting after about maybe a 3, maybe 6 month probationary period, and then I meet them. Cause I need to meet who gonna be around my kids too. Don't just bring your new dude around my kids and then my kids done met him first. I need to meet bro. I might know cuz from around the way. I might know about a weird case. Why is he around? He might be like Baca. He might have a weird case. So why is he around? Don't know. Now, I do think it's a fine line between you wanting that respect when it comes to meeting your kid, your baby mama, baby daddy's next partner. It is a fine line of you trying to be controlling and trying to like move the pieces on the chessboard. So I can't control who you date and how you date. But I do feel like I should have some say so in who's going to be around, and not even picking, but just give me the courtesy of at least being able to see your candidate or who you play, or not even your candidate, your pick. Because I'm telling you, at the end of the day, if it's a rough introductory or if it's a rough takeoff, it's gonna be turbulence on this flight. And it's hard to go back in time and redo it. That first impression be everything. So, hey. But what do y'all think in the chat, man? What are the rules of introducing your ex to your next? What is the time frame and how do you or should someone go about that? What we got? Oh, the Atlanta rapper Cash Out sentenced to a life sentence in prison. And they gave his mama 30. 30? Now, I didn't follow the case, like, to the T. Because I was still burnt out from the YSL case. It's like they don't give our brain no downtime when it comes to these cases and these, these headlines. I'm not going to lie. I'm convinced that it's all a distraction at this point. But ATL rapper Cash Out was sentenced to life in prison. His mama got 30. All right, let's talk about that. They offered him 25. I see everybody that keeps saying they offered him 25 plea deal. He turned it down. If you come from any type of street background, you understand the rule. Hold on, I'm gonna tap back into my TikTok for this one too, because I gotta see what they think. Hold on, TikTok, we back. Y'all, if you from the streets, you understand the rule. Hey, TikTok, we back. We back because I got a question for y'all, TikTok. I got a question for y'all, TikTok. Let's talk about it. We all understand the streets. If you from the streets and you been in the streets and you dibbled and dabbled in the streets, you know that you take it to trial. If you lose, they are going to bam you. I think everybody knows that rule. If you take it to trial, you're going to get the worst sentence of your life. Which is kind of that's like a trick I feel like they be playing on us. Because how do you punish, how is it that I get a greater punishment for exercising my constitutional right? I know we just got off TikTok, but I do want y'all input on this. What are y'all thoughts on ATL rapper Cash Out getting sentenced to life in prison and his mama getting 30 years? They offered my man 25 years. He took it to trial, lost trial, ended up getting life. Now, like I said, I didn't follow it too closely, but they say he had an R-word charge in there. It was some SA going on. It was some sex trafficking going on. It was some prostitution going on. It was a lot of things going on that, you know, hey, if he is guilty or was guilty of that, cool. Heard some of it, he was saying, like, some of his defense was that these were disgruntled girlfriends, disgruntled exes, disgruntled little partners here and there, little cut buddies, so forth and so on. What are y'all thoughts on him being sentenced to life, and his mama getting 30? Because they saying it was like a RICO, which is, I think they're just throwing the RICO around right now. RICO is just like back in the day in the hood. Every hood got a RICO. If you grew up in the hood, every hood has a RICO, and I feel like that's what they doing right now in the legal system. They doing state RICOs, county RICOs, federal RICOs, and like I said, I don't know the logistics of the case. I do feel like part of the reason that if you are to take it to trial and you are found guilty, I think the sentencing honestly be more heinous, because when you plea, whatever you plea, or what they call it, bro, guilty or not guilty, your arraignment, whatever. When they read your charges and you say guilty or not guilty, you're just reading the charges. So they're going to charge you based on what the statute of these charges can get you or what they hold. I feel like when you go to trial, they get into the details of your case. Once they get into the details of your case and they start reading, you know, evidence, they got witnesses, they hearing these stories, these horror stories, they get the people on the stand, they crying, they telling these horrific stories about whatever you're charged with. I feel like that's when you start to multiply the years and add on the years. I think if you say you're charged with assault with a deadly weapon, how do you plead? You say guilty, okay, they're going to give you whatever you get for assault with a deadly weapon. But when they hear about the story leading up to the assault, what you did when you got there to make it the assault, how you did it, what you said, who was there, who saw it, who you had in the car, all that, when they hear that, those details is what get you the extra time. Now, I do feel like it's a catch-22. Because if you feel innocent or you feel like you're being overcharged or wrongly accused and you go to trial, they're going to bam you. And I don't know what part of this new generation that think just going to trial just to say you're on trial, going to trial is cool. But ain't nothing cool about getting life in prison. Or 50 years, 100 years. They are giving out. Listen. The judge is giving out barcodes now. You dig what I'm saying? Y'all, I done heard some of these cases, these judges giving out numbers that ain't even realistic. 147 years. Who living 147 years? Shout out to Cash Out Mama, man. Free her if she deserved to be free. But I saw her, judge gave her 30. I ain't gonna say that. I'm just gonna say, hey, y'all, share the live too. If y'all on TikTok, share the live, hit the like button. Mama ain't look like she got 30 left, man. That's all I'm trying to tell y'all. This trial probably took a good 10 off of her. That verdict probably took about another 5. Mama don't look like she got 10, 20 just to give. Now, I think people who are charged with the R word, messing with kids, things like that, they should just don't even waste your tax dollars. You should do them like back in the day. Y'all should do them with the firing squad. Line them up against the wall and let the victim family just target practice with them. To me. Y'all wasting tax dollars. We waste all this money keeping them fed in beds for. Nah. Because that's the thing. A lot of these people be getting, like, it's a such thing as a career criminal. It's certain people who could go in those situations and make the best of it. Shout out to the YNs. They got this little new mentality now where they go make the best of prison. They go in there and become millionaires, 100,000aires. Yeah, they done learn how to turn prison its own ecosystem. Now you could go in there broke and come out 200K up. Don't ask me how, I don't know. I just heard stories. But I don't know because the judicial system is so flawed, I don't know if I believe in it enough to be okay with some of this stuff. Like, how Cash Out got life, but Diddy, and shout out to Diddy, but Diddy probably finna get off with probation. How Cash Out got life and Kelly ain't get life? Cash Out got life, but Hugh Hefner lived his whole life and died a hero to the streets. I don't get it. Did y'all see the speech he gave? Like he kissed the mic. Let me know that he kissed the mic. Court system is so messed up, it's not even funny. Thank you. Exactly, Nick. That's what I'm saying. Like, we saw that with the YSL case. There's a lot of cases. Think about all the people that's wrongly convicted, wrongly accused. We saw that with the Central Park 6 or 7, however many it was. Like, it's a lot of these cases that get overturned. And people done spent decades in jail, and then they get out, and then y'all throw them some bread and be like, oops, my bad. You can't take 10, 15 years of my life away, find a mistake that the prosecution made, and say, oh, my bad. That's not how it works. It's not, at least if it is, it's not how it shouldn't work. And then a lot of these judges be biased, man. A lot of these judges be racist. A lot of these judges be jaded. Like the Glanville dude, his nephew was killed unalived by a gang member. That should have disqualified him from even being a candidate for the YSL case, because you already biased against gang members, not knowing how gangs work. Everybody in the gang is not a shooter, a slider, a rider. Everybody in the is tiers to that. But if you just looking at it as a blanket thing, well, you might make a wrongful assumption. You might have a prejudice that, you feel what I'm saying? Like, I don't know if the judge in that Cash Out case, I don't know. A woman judge don't sit right. Because she already looking at you with the screw face. But what y'all think, chat? Like, do you think that he should have gotten life? I think life is, I don't know. And I also wonder what is Judgment Day gonna be like for somebody who gave judgment every day. Because if only God has the final say so. So, just on a spiritual note, I wonder how God looks at the people who giving these folks life and da 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 da. Now, I'm not saying people shouldn't go to jail. I'm not saying people shouldn't be locked up. But I am saying we've seen the justice system is flawed. The justice system is BS. Justice system older than probably one of the oldest foundational systems that we have, and it's still not right. So I would want to know, how do y'all feel that it will, like what do y'all think, like that? What kind of karma is that? What kind of judgment day would they have when they got to stand before God and you done judged over 500 cases? Let's just say out of 500 cases, 100 of them was wrongly convicted people that you done sentenced to death and all that. Because you guys understand, we got people on death row that are completely innocent. You got people that are serving life that are completely innocent. And I'm not saying this about cash out. We're just on this topic. You got people who are completely innocent that will live their entire natural life behind bars for something that they 100% did not do. And then you have people that are 100% guilty, that they got enough money and got a good talk game lawyer, will get off on doing the most heinous things. I don't think it's even a thing about whether you're guilty or not guilty. I think it's a thing of how convincing of a legal team that you have, how reputable, who owes who favors. You can mess around and get a lawyer that the judge just got a beef with, don't like. Yeah. You're right, Nick. It's gonna be one day they're gonna look up. I think we all realize it, but I think the system is so big. It's so many pieces, many moving pieces. That's one of them things like racism. I don't think you'll ever really be able to clean it up. But I mean, you can at least organize it. Like when they go to the Mahorta people houses, it be so nasty. They don't just clean up first. You got to organize it, compartmentalize it. What up, Huck? I just asked the people, man, and you know what I'm saying? I had to come back and ask the question, how do they feel about Cash Out, man, ATL rapper being sentenced to life? His mama getting 30. I don't feel like we have I don't feel that we have a foolproof enough legal system to be handing out that tight time. I think, as a matter of fact, our legal system is so flawed. Let me see what his charges was. Let me look him up. I think our legal system is so flawed that to a certain degree, we got to give benefit of the doubt with some of these, like, hey, man, y'all be out of pocket. You feel me? You could have a judge that don't like your lawyer, and then you about to have the roughest 6 to 8 months of your life. Or you could have a judge that's cool with your lawyer, and you could be dead wrong, and you ain't got to worry about nothing. All right, Cash Out charges are. Can I open it up? Let me see. Hold on. I'm trying to see more. It won't let me. Right now, I can see racketeering, grape, sex trafficking, aggravated. Oh my, aggravated sodomy is wild. What's going on, baby? You finished? Y'all finished? Good, good, good. Aggravated sodomy, having a prostitution ring. I mean, that's enough. That's enough. Did I say sex trafficking already? Yeah, that's enough. At them that's some hell of charges. And if he is, I love you. And if he is guilty, yes, I do think, feel, and believe. Wait, Noel. Hold on, wait. See, this is stuff I be talking about right here. Cause I can't even open it up. Pause. They say Cash Out, whose legal name is John Michael Hakeem Gibson. See, that's the problem right there. You got too many damn names. They probably was frustrated just by reading your name all them times. They say whose legal name is John Michael Hakeem Gibson was recently sentenced to life in prison plus an additional 70 years. Come on, gang. That's what I'm saying. Thank you, Nick. So he get life, but Diddy don't get nothing. Diddy about to get probation. I told y'all this about 7-8 months ago. Diddy finna get probation, bro. Now, I don't even know what aggravated sodomy is. That sound crazy. Aggravated sodomy, that's wild. You know what I'm saying? But racketeer, you know, that's the thing there. The R word grape is crazy. Sex trafficking, that's life. That's already life, for real, for real. Like pimping and all that, that's over. Pimping is definitely dead. It's over. You bet not. And they making it real hard to be a baller. They taking all the fun out of being a baller because you can't even fly nothing out. You gotta understand, if you got them racks, them M's like that, you done did it. You done knocked down everything where you at. It ain't that ain't no fun no more. The fun used to be putting something on the jet. And that was player. Better not no shit. Better not do that no more. Life. Trafficking, man. That's crazy. That is insane to me. You know what I'm saying? I don't know, man. I don't know if my boy, like I say, I don't know. I can't speak because I'm going back to what I'm saying. I'm not the judge. I'm not, and I don't know. That'd be a hell of a job to be a judge, period. Oh, my God. Oh, snap. Speaking of job, supposed to have jury duty. Oh, I can't do jury duty based on what they told me, though. Yeah, it's over for me. Yeah. If you're a felon, can you do jury duty? I don't think so. It's over with. Yeah, no jury duty for me. Don't even worry about it. You feel me? Anyway, but yeah, gonna send me something about jury duty. That's another thing. I don't know. I just thought about it. I'm talking about this case that just hit me, man. I think I'm supposed to have did jury duty, man, for a 2-week. Oh, man, that's wild. Maybe they were trying to get me. They said I'm supposed to be doing jury duty. And I just thought about it, talking about that right there, man. That's crazy. But hey, I don't think I could have did it anyway. I don't think they would have picked me. But dang, that's crazy. When life hit you in real time, I forgot about that. But yeah. Couldn't have been no judge. Now damn sure can't be on the jury with no felony, right, chat? If you got a felony, I don't see that. But maybe they need to open that up, pause, for people like me, because I understand. Sometimes you get a little crazy. You gotta do what you gotta do. Not the aggravated sodomy and all that crazy. Not that crazy. Sometimes y'all gotta not that. I ain't saying do what you gotta do. No, Nick, Nick, not that. I ain't saying you gotta do that. I'm just saying, like, if you hustling, whatever, we don't even gonna promote any type of illegal activity, period. You know what I'm saying? But I don't know if the judicial system that we have in place is foolproof enough to be out here sentencing people to life. And what the hell is the point of saying I got life with an additional 70 years? Where the hell do y'all gonna get them other 70 from? Where y'all gonna get the other 70 from, man? My firstborn gotta come do them for what? How? That's stupid, man. They say stuff like that to make you lose your mind in jail. That's the stuff they say to you to where you really His name Cash Out. They told him that, so his crash out. They trying to make bro crash out, man. But hey, man, hold your head, bro. If you say you ain't do it, but that's what everybody say, I say you might need to get in that. You got law. You got time. You got time. You got time. Let's just put that out there. You ain't got nothing but time. That's what I'm saying, Nick Dan. They'll just throw an extra 70 on there. That's what I say about, see, those type judges are the ones that I feel like are the ones that we should investigate. We should audit them, audit their sentencing, audit their cases, audit the evidence, audit the prosecutors, the defense attorneys, because that is an abuse of power to me. What the hell you gonna tell this man he got life plus 70 years for? Does this man deserve rights? Let's vote. Good question. Who? Me or Cash Out? Does who deserve rights? I don't. If you're talking about me doing jury duty, I ain't tripping on that. I wouldn't have did that. Me, they could keep that right. And maybe give me some of them other rights, which I don't understand though, because I know we all subject chat, but I voted. I got the jury duty thing. It's so much stuff that I did that I ain't gonna lie. The charge was so long ago. It's way off subject, but the charge was so long ago. I didn't even know that it was like deemed whatever. But I done did so much in between then that allegedly, technically, they say I ain't supposed to be able to do. I ain't think, you know what I mean? So I'm lost, but I don't know. What y'all think, man? Do y'all think that Cash Out should have got life plus 70, or you think the judge just did too much? And how do y'all even feel about those type sentences? Now, if he's guilty of what they say on this paper, yes, life plus 70. I don't know. Last story we're going to talk about before we get up out of here. The Jacksonville sheriff speak on the viral video of Michael McNeil Jr. being punched in the face at a traffic stop. I'm really tired of hearing about these cases and really tired of reporting on them. And I was being very, very much so biased at first. And I'm going to keep this short and sweet because I need to do a little bit more research. But I will say I saw the same videos that a lot of y'all saw before the actual body cam footage came out. The footage that we saw initially was the footage that he recorded of himself. Okay? Let's start there. Another thing. This happened back in March. We are at the end of July. The sheriff said, why didn't he say something to the Department of Justice? Boom, because, of course, you know why. These type things get lost in the system, get you to run around, nothing ever happens. Okay. We also know that February, okay, it was February. I thought the dude said March. We also know that these type things, don't never really get eradicated, get resolved and all that. I would say this. Excessive force, yes, there's no way around that. I ain't gonna lie, I ain't like what the sheriff, the chief, whatever was saying. Like his whole narrative is spin on it with him being like, the internet can't believe what you see. Don't take it out of context. I mean, we saw what we saw. When they bust the window out with the little window thing, you could try to spin it like he ain't try to punch Cuz in the face. He did. The window was already shattered. You went straight through. Then you hit him another time in the face. Then if you watch what happened when he got out of the car, they whooped him like they was initiating him into the Crips or the Bloods. They was already ready to whoop Cuz. Now, on the other side of that, A lot of times we be knowing our rights or thinking we know our rights, and we be thinking we know what to say, and we be thinking that we know, like the constitutional whatever statute with all that. Yes, they do have to tell you why they're pulling you over. Yes, they do have certain rules that they have and guidelines, and certain rules that we have and guidelines. I'm gonna tell you where my boy Will McNeil lost. Had they punched him in the face, dragged him out the car, and did all that, with that door open and shut case. You got it. You got to check in the mail. Call JG Wentworth. Call Top Dog Law. When he slammed that door with them tinted windows, you lost. You lost. You lost. Because at that point, we don't know if you finna speed off. We don't know if you getting a weapon. We don't know if you trying to hide something. We don't know if you got somebody. We don't know. You having constitutional rights and requesting that your constitutional rights be upheld is a totally different thing than you just bucking against the city. Like, you ain't got to get out of the car, but to close the door, that only was dumb, diabolical. But at this point now, see, now you're tethering that line of now you're starting to give them what they need to do what they want. You don't want to get out of the car? Cool. You want to know what you're being pulled over for? Cool. You think it's some BS? Cool. But what you don't do is reach, try to find nothing, pull out nothing, and you don't close that door. You could have cracked. There's so many videos where people are talking to the police and they at least crack the window. You behind that tent. They don't know what's going on. And it's only so long they're going to stay out there. And if I was the police attorney, I would say that maybe the police had to punch the window that hard that it actually ended up him being hit in the face because of the force needed. Well, let me get one. The force needed. Put them on the counter. The force needed. Excuse me, chap. To break through the tent. That's an easy one. I ain't know I was going to sock them out. I was trying to get through the tent. You end up socking cuz out. And then you was real combative on the body cam. It wasn't until you put your camera up, young man, that you come all the way down. You was real NWA F the police on body cam. It wasn't until you put your camera up to get your clip, to get your footage, that you started, like you ain't saying nothing, like I ain't doing nothing. I'm just chilling. See how they doing me? See how they acting, y'all? No, sir, I'm not. No. It ain't turn to that till you start recording. And by this time, I don't know, maybe they was frustrated with playing with you. Now, I ain't saying they was right. But I'm saying you was wrong. And if you wrong, then maybe they was right. And I ain't saying they was always right. But like I tell my kids, as long as you ain't wrong at all, the other person all the way wrong. Because I'm going to tell you what happened. Like I tell my son, if you in the right, they got to be in the wrong. If both of y'all got a little wrong, we can wash our hands with it. Now it's just a matter of opinion. But y'all let me know, chat, man. I don't know. I think the boy might get a little check, though. Because they packed him out. They packed him out like some Newports. They packed that boy out. But y'all let me know what y'all think, man. Prayers to the family, man, of Malcolm Jamal Warner. Prayers to the family of Ozzy Osbourne. And prayers to the family of my good homie, man, Date, man. Yeah, my homie Date passed away yesterday evening, man. It took a lot of me to even get on here and do this. But, man, hey, man, I'm going to do it for the homies. You did? Love y'all. Until next time, it's your boy Hustle Simmons, a.k.a. Young Hirsch, a.k.a. Hunter Hirsch, a.k.a. your baby mama's favorite baby daddy. This is Truth Be Told, episode 19, and we out. You dig? I work for my sandwich.